repercussions of former President Trump's remarks are not trivial. While Canada, whose pride was hurt by the mocking expression, 51st state, is starting to strengthen its defense capabilities in earnest, Korea's defense industry is receiving a lot of attention from the Canadian media.
On May 4, Canada's largest broadcaster, CBC, released an article titled, "Korea Wants to Become Canada's New Military Supply Country." Based on direct coverage of major Korean defense companies, the article reported that Canada is paying great attention to Korean weapons, such as the K-9 self-propelled howitzer and submarines. The background is the Ukraine war. The war proved that mobile weapons are essential in modern battlefields, and Canada is responding by strengthening its defense capabilities. The weapon that received the most attention is Korea's luxury self-propelled howitzer, the K-9. Introducing the K-9, CBC said, "Some call Korea the new arsenal of democracy." In an interview, a Hanwha Aerospace official emphasized its ability to deliver quickly, saying, "We can supply the K-9 within 12 months of signing the contract." This is a factor that can be a great competitive edge in an emergency situation during wartime. In addition, with HD Hyundai Heavy Industries and Hanwha Ocean, two major domestic shipbuilding and defense companies, joining forces, the synergy effect of Korea's defense industry is also being highlighted. Canada currently has a plan to introduce new submarines by 2035. And Korea has proposed that it can build 4 and supply them on time. It was also evaluated that it is one step ahead of European companies, in that it is an integrated proposal that includes not only simple manufacturing, but also budget, delivery, maintenance, and crew training. Dave Perry, a researcher at Canadian Foreign Affairs and Security think tank CGAI, also pointed out that the operational readiness of the Canadian military is at a critical level, and that a partner that can quickly secure power is needed. In the past, Korea's defense industry did not receive much attention on the global stage, but with large-scale contracts with Australia, Poland, etc., it was also emphasized that K-defense is growing rapidly in the global arms market. In an interview with CBC, Cho Yun-ki, director of the Ministry of National Defense's Resource Management Office, expressed his expectations for security cooperation between Korea and Canada, saying, "Defense industry cooperation is an opportunity to elevate the relationship between the two countries to a strategic partnership." Meanwhile, this report is noteworthy in that it goes beyond the simple issue of arms trade and contains Canada's will to break away from its dependence on the United States. Former U.S. President Trump's past remarks, mocking Canada as the 51st state, drew great backlash from Canadians. And Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney later declared, "The era with the United States is over." Prime Minister Carney, who recently won an early general election, said, "We must reduce our dependence on the United States and find new allies." And cooperation with Korea is emerging as a realistic alternative.
Korea, which has emerged as a defense powerhouse, and Canada, which is seeking a new path amid anti-American sentiment. Attention is being paid to what kind of strategic partnership the two countries will create.